We execute a strategic retreat from the treacherous dungeon, emerging into the open only to find ourselves face to face with the enigmatic Rakshasa to whom we'd previously offloaded the precious tiles. With a mesmerizing twist of his form, he takes on the guise of the very merchant who had initially commissioned us to recover the elusive mask. Amidst a heated dispute between Arcturus and Daphne, Aberforth employs his resourcefulness to wrest control of the mask and entrusts it to the grasp of Hazakal. We bide our time until the oppressive sun's fervor yields to a more merciful twilight, and then we embark on our journey homeward. We weathered 4 days of relentless travel, including a much-needed downpour, before we finally reached the familiarity of our shop. Taking a well-deserved respite, we attempt to mend our spirits, but our tranquility is persistently marred by ghastly apparitions and eerie nightmares that plague our troubled mind. I think I missed the whole part about tar monsters, but we get away.
Yeah, it was a tar monster. You guys ran away.
Right, but it's not in there, so.
So,
well, it wasn't the last one, but we didn't really bother with it. We just ran away.
Do you guys want downtime? If so, how much? And if not, what's your next course of action?
Well, if we're resting, we get all of our hit dice back, right? If we're resting in town.
You get 1 per day. And all your exhaustion disappears.
Yeah, let's rest for at least enough days to get all our hit dice back. So 3 days?
3 days. Yep, sounds good.
Cool. If we're doing that, then hey Suki.
Yeah.
So during like the first day of downtime, Will approaches Daphne. I'm assuming she's sleeping in a pile on the floor like normal.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he just kind of walks up and like, hey, and he just kind of like gives her a few kicks. You want to be free of that boon?
Yeah. What? Okay, you got it. You know what you want?
Yeah. I'm sure this will be fun. So, I'm here to learn about the Slowmat tribes, and this boon seems like a good opportunity to learn. Are you like other satyrs?
I'm about as satyr as they come.
Cool. For my boon, I want you to teach me about your people.
You could have asked for anything, almost anything, and you asked for that?
Yeah. I'm here to learn.
Literally. All right, fine. So what? You're looking for like a lecture, writing, what? Nail down the details for me.
I want you to teach me about, your people's society, how they act. Like, are there any significant cultural things?
Reproduction methods.
Shut up, Arcturus. Doesn't have to be right now. It can be over a span of a few days. But that's what I want for my boon.
Daphne does something. An odd expression comes over her face, one that you don't think you've really seen before, and you realize it's because she's thinking. And
she's having that thing. It's like a headache with pictures.
Yeah, exactly. And she thinks for a minute. And she goes, "All right, fine. You want to learn about satyr culture? You're gonna have to participate in satyr culture. I'm gonna throw you a party."
Well, I'm not really the partying type, but I mean,
if you don't want to learn about satyr culture,
you know what? Sure, fine. Yeah, let's throw a party.
Fantastic. So,
Suki, I'm going to expect a minimum 5-page paper on satyr culture on my desk by Friday.
Oh, this is for me too.
Yeah, I said, are you ready to do some homework?
Oh, that's wonderful. Actually, I would love that opportunity. So, Daphne, suddenly, with like this like new renewed vigor, it just stands up. It's like, all right, sick. We got a party to plan. I got a party to plan. You know what? Let me handle your outfit.
What's wrong with this? And like
I,
you look down and like it's very clear he's probably slept in these clothes a couple times. Like there's coffee stains all over them.
um, sorry, was that? Oh my goddess, you're not joking. Okay. Oh, I got so much to plan. All right, give me 12 hours. We'll meet back up. I'll get you ready.
Cool. And then Will like dusts himself off and heads back to his desk to keep working
And
on his paper.
Daphne grabs his shoulder before he goes. And remember, no more sticking your neck out for me. Okay?
Sure, don't worry about that.
Thanks. And Daphne leaves.
Okay, I believe we actually did downtimes at the end of last session. Because
Did we?
yeah, because
Briefly.
We glossed over some people's downtimes.
yeah, we banged at least a couple of them out. I know Arcturus got his sword identified. Was what he did.
As it happens, my downtime activity was going to be to carouse.
Yeah, you were.
So,
I don't think we did your carousing, so we can do that if you want.
but if anyone else
Well, we
has
are
a
about to throw a
downtime
party.
activity they'd like to before we do that.
I believe Ashwin and I got him sorted as members, or as a new member of the employees.
Yeah, you got him. You got him onboarded and hired and all that shit.
Listened to all the training, sending stones, and all that.
Yeah. All right. So carousing. I imagine this is more lower class carousing.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
So Daphne, having been given permission to actually throw a party, this is not like a secret house party. This is like expanding out into the street into like a full-on block party.
Awesome. I mean, you've got a couple of decent contracts from your previous carousing, so you can definitely get some people to show up. So go ahead and give me that charisma persuasion check to have a really good time getting wasted.
Oof.
9.
Well, to be fair, she's focused on showing Will the ropes.
Yeah.
So she's not having much of a good
So
time.
unfortunately, you don't really make any new friends, but
well, yeah, she's standing around Will all night. Of course, she's not making new friends.
yeah, nobody's really interested in being your friend. But
Oof.
while drunk, you did accidentally swear that you were going to go on a dangerous quest in the middle of town square. You got to bragging with some of the folks that you were drinking with, and you bet them that you could kill a triceratops. You said those slow mat ain't so tough. Any satyr worth her might could. Any satyr worth her tail could go slay one of these triceratops.
Yeah, I don't see what the fucking big deal is. Like, they're just big lizards, you know? Like, they talk about it like it's a big fucking deal. You know? I could go kill one of those things. I literally bet you I could go kill one of those things right now.
Was anyone else doing anything?
I was gonna look for some reagents for 2 days.
Okay, you're working. Do.
I suppose the spirits can help me.
Ice shopping.
I don't like letting guidance be used for like long-term checks.
All right. Not that I need it.
No, not that you need it. 20 plus. You get comfortable lifestyle plus 25 gold. So you get 25 gold worth plant stuff.
Awesome. For my last day, I make a potion of detect magic.
Ooh,
So I'm just not gonna mark anything down.
good move. So you
So
make
we
a
had
potion.
3 days.
Yeah, you had 3 days.
All right, go ahead.
I was just gonna say he makes that potion. What are you doing?
Well, I spent a day getting this sword identified. Actually, it probably took me maybe only half the day to get the sword identified and to go out and find a lead-lined box that I can go hide it in.
Yeah, that's pretty much
so I'll
that's pretty much your first day. So you got like 2 more days.
So I'll spend a couple days. I'm continuing to research possible causes for my brother's soul not being not with my family not being able to contact my brother's soul in the ancestor tribeland communication method.
Give me a religion check. So you're trying to figure out where the hell your brother's soul went, and you're talking with old shamans, and you're like consulting like ancient poems and stories and stuff. The Slowmat don't really have a written history, so you mostly have to like go find a shaman, and then he tells you like stories and stuff that you then have to decipher. None of the shamans are particularly useful because they don't really have a verbal history having anything to do with people's souls suddenly not being able to be contacted. But you do hear a rumor that not too long ago, after someone was killed in the slaughterhouse, their trainer received a letter from a mysterious man in a black and red robe, seemingly from that warrior. You all set?
I'm back.
So who was it that received the letter? It was the shaman that received the letter?
It was
No, the guy's trainer.
it was the guy's trainer.
Well, the trainer. Thank you.
The shamans, unfortunately, were no help. Not with a 10. You got a rumor. I think that's everybody. Right? No, what's I suppose William was also carousing since he was hanging out with Daphne. Well, you go ahead and give me your charisma check.
Oh, I'd rather not.
Maybe a con save while you're at it.
Yeah, he's good. He doesn't need to make a con save. The whole point is to fail
Just-
to con save.
Just straight charisma.
Persuasion, if you got it.
I don't for the first time on any of my characters.
Ooh, rookie mistake.
Oh god, yeah, no.
Oh no.
Remember that whole thing of Daphne of Suki being like, "Wow, William's such a judgmental asshole." Yeah, it's really coming through now.
So you're being a judgmental asshole definitely pisses off a couple people. So you've made a couple hostile contacts. These people do not want to be your friend. Let's see here. Oh, you didn't get in trouble though. That's good.
In fact, it's not so much that they do not want to be your friend, it's that they do want to be your not friend.
Yeah, they are actively looking to do you harm. Maybe not physical harm, but if they can
You have
make
you
life
have
difficult for you, they will.
You have effectively strained Daphne's friendships just by your own presence.
Yep, Daphne's friends hate you. So it's been about 3 days, and each night, William, Arcturus, and Year are plagued with these nightmares, where you just see like all of the Slowmat city being razed to the ground by devils, And it ends with like your own decapitation at the hands of a massive devil wielding a sword that looks a lot like the blade that Arcturus found.
So, William,
So year.
so you've just started calling upon the spirits for aid and such, correct?
Yes.
A helpful piece of advice is to ensure that you call upon benevolent spirits and not just any, because there are vengeful spirits that will seek to do harm to whatever they can.
Okay, but what if I need to do harm to someone over there? Wouldn't it be beneficial to call a vengeful spirit on that guy?
Vengeful spirits are hard to control. You're more likely to hurt yourself. There's benevolent spirits willing to aid you in combat.
Will pulls out his notebook and just starts jotting stuff down. Be careful which spirits to summon. Thank you, Ear. By the way, we wouldn't happen to have anything here that would help with like sleeping without dreams. I keep having this weird fucking nightmare and I want it to stop.
No, we only have a potion that'll turn you into a horse under a full moon, also known as the nightmare.
Huh.
It's the
Well-
deadpan nature of the delivery that really sells it. Just saying.
It really does. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just need to lay off the coffee.
Might be it.
Hasn't sorry, this is out of character. Hasn't you having the same nightmares?
Yeah, but Yer doesn't feel like talking about it, I guess.
Years of retail worker, I assume he has nightmares every night.
I made a joke. This is his usual night. Not a joke.
You guys are also starting to find it harder and harder to get restful sleep. These nightmares go on much longer. You're going to stop regaining hit die and shit.
I'd have to spend hit die to lose hit die.
Yep.
Well. So who? It was me, Year, and Arcturus?
Yes.
I would suggest if you're having trouble with night visions, as some others may, that we might seek out a more experienced shaman.
Ah, it's a great idea, Year. Come on, let's go. And he kind of like motions Year to follow him out the door.
I put the lid on the jar of ticks and make my way out.
All right, great.
I learned from my mistakes, damn it.
All right. You guys head out to go find a shaman. You got your go-to guy. His name is.
I come with.
Okay. His name is Guthrak the Wise, and he's a local shaman. He doesn't like have a job or anything. He just kind of sits on his front porch all day, smoking a big ass pipe and just talking to neighborhood kids.
True pillar of the community.
Everybody fucking loves this dude. People in the neighborhood will like come by and like give him like food and coin on occasion. He's seen as like a very holy person, so they just kind of favor his lifestyle while he gives the people a connection to the spirits. But you go over to his small little hut, and Guthrak is chilling on his porch. He's got a nice little rocking chair and a big ass pipe he's smoking. He's an orc.
So
William,
you'd say he's smoking around children, right?
Oh yeah,
it's the 20s, everyone is. In fact, there's children that are smoking
yeah.
around
The children are smoking. Everybody smokes.
William, you seek for more knowledge of the spirits. I suggest you talk to him.
Ah, well. So yeah, Will approaches the shaman. Like, Excuse me, sir. I was told I should try to come to you if I'm having nightmares every night.
Ah, small friend was told right. You come to Guthrak when you have need for spirits.
Oh,
We
good.
actually all
Good.
need this.
By the way, you've ruined it. All the tribesmen now speak like your last character. Fuck, why can't I remember his name?
Borgos.
Yeah, Borgos. All the tribesmen now speak like Borgos.
Nice.
All third person.
All third person, all calling people like given nicknames and shit.
Adjective friend.
Yep. Hello, small friend. How can Guthrak aid you with the spirits today?
I'd just definitely like a way for these nightmares to stop. I've got a lot of paperwork I have to do.
It is said that dreams are the way that the spirits communicate with us. Tell Guthrak of your dreams.
Well, I give him a recounting of the nightmare I've been having.
It's almost exactly the same as the nightmare I've been having.
Oh, wait, so you run off and get decapitated too?
Yes. With a giant flaming sword.
Oh, weird. I thought for sure Arcturus was going to say, no, I stand and fight and die horribly.
I mean, oh, that kind of run off. I mean, I run toward the fight, yes.
Runs off in the opposite direction.
Oh, no, of course not.
Yeah, the dreams are slightly different to fit your personalities, but they all end more or less the same way. You struggle, then you get beheaded.
Every time I die tired.
Your two dreams are identical. This is proof that the spirits are trying to send a message, and that you two are bound by fate. It is a mystery.
Bound by fate. Romantic.
It is a mystery that you must decipher. The spirits, they speak in riddles and images. Their meaning is not always obvious. But they have a mission, what is word? Divine edict for you. You must complete this mission on behalf of the spirits, or the dreams may become reality.
So where do we go to learn more about this?
That is your quest. Surely the spirits give you images of your own life within the dreams as a starting point.
Yes. It's right here. In this city. It's on fire.
Bigger, older shaman.
Yes, Guthrak knows. Small friend told me all of the dream. I'm afraid I cannot decipher dream from you. Dreams are very personal. Their meaning must come from within. I cannot tell you what your dreams mean. I can only guide you.
So for the players, it was last night. For the characters, it was last night. But for the players, it was last week. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. I've already redescribed the dream. It's a bunch of devils attack the city, burn it to the ground. You guys,
we either join the fight and die horribly, or we run away and die tired.
Oh, I heard that. I heard that
also
part, but I
horribly.
also heard it was also like personalized. So there's something in there personally for each of us.
Yeah, it's just your character. You act as your character would. So, like, Arcturus probably stands and fights, but he dies after being in combat with like 6 devils, and then a big one with a flaming sword cuts his head off. I imagine Yer tries to run away, and as much as he tries to flee, he can't escape the wrath of the devils, and eventually a big one with a sword cuts his head off.
No. It's his nightmare. So he's stuck behind the counter, and then this customer just comes in, and he's just being an asshole, and then just cuts his head off with a flaming sword.
Still a big ass devil, and there's still like flaming town outside the store.
Oh yeah, but it's a nightmare. He's stuck there.
Yeah, and it's the same for Will. He acts as he would, but he sees city on fire, devils slaughtering everybody, big ass devil with a flaming sword cuts his head off. And if you guys want to give me intelligence checks to try and remember like really specific images of the dream, I might have one more detail to give you.
Womp womp. Hang on, I added something for this.
Arcturus, you remember very vividly the face of the devil since you stood and fought him. He looks a lot like, almost identical to the statue that was in the temple that you got the sword from.
I describe this face.
He definitely sounds like a terrifying devil. However, I am not familiar with the faces of the damned. I apologize. There is nothing the spirits have told me of such a creature or anything in the verbal histories.
Do you know anyone who might know?
He thinks for a little bit, and he takes a long draw off his pipe. I'm afraid I do not. The only one who would have been this one's teacher, and he has long since passed and joined the ancestors. His voice is lost to us, save for whispers in the wind.
Perhaps we best start listening. Thank you.
I will keep an ear out.
Appreciate your assistance. What do you smoke?
Tigger's rolling his hand.
He looks at his pipe with like a slight smile on his face. He goes, "I smoke whatever it is they bring me."
What do you prefer?
What I name this guy? Gortaz?
Gorthrock.
Gorthrock. Gorthok.
Guthrak.
Guthrak. There it is.
Right.
Guthrak has acquired a taste for the meadow leaf that those lads in Refugio bring into the city.
Hell yeah.
It shall be so.
This dude's getting toasted.
Of course he is. So that I tell him that I'll endeavor to bring him a pouch in appreciation for what he's done for us today, and I'll put my feelers out there, see if I can grab a bag for him.
I'll put a pouch in his hand, be like, "You can pay me back later."
You just had some mellow leaf. I love it.
In order to talk to a higher plane, you must be on a higher plane.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Yeah, I hand it over, and then I give Yer the appropriate amount of coin. How much was it?
I don't know, maybe 10 gold worth.
Yeah, it's about 5 smokes.
Just take that right out of my reagents.
All right. Oh, and by the way, how much did I spend on the lead line chest?
10 gold. You had to get special ordered, so like it took you like half a day to get, but you got it. So what do you guys do?
I'm gonna go find a nice mellow place to try to commune to spirits about this.
Okie doke.
But just little on me.
There is a new drug I added. I don't know if you saw it.
Drag.
Yeah, there's a new drug that you can smoke. What did I name it? It is called
Ancestral mist.
Yeah, it's Ancestral Mist. It's that good shit.
So you've canonized vaping, is what you're saying.
No.
It's a block of incense that you burn in a campfire. It's like peyote.
Okay.
But if you smoke it and you do pretty good on a wisdom save, or not a wisdom save, an insight check, you get a free use of the augury spell as the spirits whisper to you.
Oh. Pretty good.
It is pretty good, but you can get addicted to it. So like that's the trade-off for it being so cheap.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that because my insight is a flat 0.
That's fair.
I'm not gonna take something that only has like a 30% chance of working. That I could then get addicted to.
Yep. A lot of shamans get stuck right in that ancestral mist.
Out here snorting ghosts on the street.
I mean, it's not like super destructive, but like they end up kind of similar to Gorlock, where like they're just like stoned constantly.
Hey man, you got any of that ecto?
So what are you gonna do?
Do what I usually do.
All right, do it.
Yeah. Waha.
You meditate on your problem for a little while, and you realize that you guys were just in a temple to a devil. That Arcturus is running around with a sword that looks exactly like the one the devils cut your head off with, and that you guys just handed a bunch of potentially fiendish artifacts to a fucking fiend. And then you also recall William telling this fiend where to find yet another fiendish artifact.
Now, that does make sense. Or our rations could have been spoiled.
Hindsight,
rat-
2020.
Rotten potatoes will fuck you up.
They really will.
They could even kill you.
So will spoiled bread. That'll mess you right up. That's pretty much spoiled bread can be pretty much LSD if you're not careful.
Bread is solid beer. Get over it.
But you get the right mold in it, you can accidentally have LSD in your pantry.
Yeah, very good.
Do you think there's still time for us to get and try to recover that scroll before Mazakal gets there?
You mean the Book of the Damned?
Azakel?
Yeah.
Manuscript of the damned.
Mazakal. And what? Yeah, that thing.
The book for the recently deceased.
The Pages of the Heretic. I mean, I don't... Sure, we could go looking for it if we want to go look for a needle in a haystack. The only thing anyone knows is the last district it was in. We don't know who had it.
Well,
Maybe we're not talking to the right people.
We could start in that district.
Give me an intelligence check.
A what check?
Intelligence.
Nope.
Good job, Will.
Those nightmares really fucking him up.
Was that just him?
No, he's talking to you guys. You guys can all make it. So, William mentioned that it was once in the hands of a collector. If you're a collector of such things, are you rich or poor?
The kid. Usually you're rich.
If you're rich, what kind of house do you live in?
I don't know. In this economy, it could be any.
Normally, lots of houses.
Either lots of little ones or one great big one.
So that at least narrows the search down by a fair amount. It's not going to be in some shack. It's not going to be in a store somewhere. You just got to go rooting around a couple of manors until you find the one you want.
I don't know if we have to root around and then.
Why don't we travel to the Red Mines and see if we can find anybody there who knows more about the place that can tell us, some of the place, the manners that I don't know what the place looks like, but they might be able to point us in the direction of where those neighborhoods once stood.
Well, considering that the red mines are owned by the Thrycreen, and they're kind of a hive mind, I don't think we're going to be finding very many manors in there.
Collector?
In the former district,
In the red district.
In the red district, which used to be controlled by Enmity Ghost Flame, but it was razed to the ground pretty much by a bunch of mind flayers, who were then defeated by the Slowmat and a bunch of Thrycreen, and then the Thrycreen were given control of the territory.
So it might be so it would be in a ruin then.
I'm sorry, is this the manuscript of what?
The Damned.
Are you guys deliberating this in the shop?
Sure, fuck it.
I think it's at this moment that Daphne kind of stumbles in. Like, oh hey, hi, you guys doing a job, like an adventure, like going somewhere? I would love to go
Did I hear
somewhere.
adventure?
I would love to go somewhere and not be here around noon at all.
Does this have anything to do with your drunken bet about killing a Triceratops?
William, I would never dunk out on an honest promise. But like I didn't specifically say when I would do it, so
Yeah.
I do believe you said I could go kill a Triceratops right now.
I really enjoy the idea of Daphne being like, yes, I did say I'd do it, but it's on them for not specifying a time frame.
actually, if you look at the paperwork that I got last night, sorry, I know the handwriting's a little messy, but this was the formalization of the verbal agreement prior, and in this there is no specified time frame.
Which means you're really only fucked if you die without doing it.
Exactly.
You clever bitch.
Always get it in writing.
Well, yeah, sure. We'll be out of here before you fail on whatever drunken bet you made.
Great. That I meant.
But yes, if it was a collector in the red district, then presumably any manor that said collector lived in is a ruin by now. Which means I guess we're going, dungeon diving again.
Oh no, like our
would you
job?
happen to? Yeah, that is definitely part of our MO. And would you keep something like that sitting on a shelf in your top floor? Or would this perhaps be, I don't know, locked away in a safe 17 stories underground?
Well,
Guarded by
let me,
monsters and traps?
let me ask you this. What did you do with the sword?
What sword?
Precisely.
Also, that depends on the megalomania of the collector. Because if they're a collector and smart, then they'd hide it somewhere. If they're a collector and a moron, they would put it out. They would put it out in the open to show off, to be like, "Yes, this is mine."
Or if they're a collector that's very smart, they would hide the real one and put a fake one on display.
Like the Declaration of Independence.
I mean, let's go. Yeah. There's nothing to do but to do. Come on, we need to get this going.
Yeah, Ark's
I
right.
got to get some fucking sleep.
So what? We're gonna.
How do you guys
Yeah.
get there?
Hold on. I have an idea. Would the College of Staves have like a record of, I guess, like notable people who lived in each district?
The college would not have, but the Drakenwatch would. However, the Drakenwatch is woefully understaffed and underfunded. So, like, getting anything out of them takes weeks of red tape.
Oh, the post office. Haha.
Wow, that assault on Refugio like 2 years ago really fucked them up, didn't it?
That was everything they had. They were already fucked up.
Oh, okay. Well, mostly I'm seeing if there's a way we can narrow down a general area instead of going into the red mines and just fucking about until we stumble upon a ruin.
I mean, we could certainly ask some of the folk that live there.
Hey, Mr. DM,
Yeah.
where did the upper class live in the red mines?
In the red district, they all lived pretty close to what is now the Ghost Block. That's where Enmity Ghost Flames Manor was, and he kind of kept all the nobles close to him.
Hey, let's go there.
Do you think it could be in Enmity's
A pretty damn
ruins?
good. It would be a pretty damn good reason to not go there.
The problem is if we can't go to Enmity's ruins because it's in the Ghost Block, and if you enter the Ghost Block, you fucking die.
You don't have to go in it. There's also nobles' houses around it.
Yeah. If we're checking around the Ghost Block, then yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I also have an idea as a player, but I'm not sure how well known it is in the universe that the brokers exist.
There's like rumors of them, and if you've done any kind of research or like, you do like maybe like 20 minutes of asking around, and you'll hear about them.
Okay, because I was about to say the alternative is assuming it's actually like worse comes to worse, and the manuscript of the damned is in there. We can just ask the brokers, "Hey, is there this book in that district?"
They're kind of considered like something of an urban myth still. So like knowing of the brokers is like knowing of Slender Man.
Yeah, which was my issue. Was I was like,
Yeah.
as a player, I know that's an option, but if you brought that idea to Will, he'd be like, "Yeah, sure, we're gonna go looking for fucking Bigfoot while we're at it."
Yeah, it's exactly like that. They're a myth more than like a certainty.
Okay, so yeah, I guess check the ruins around the Ghost Block.
Hey ho, off to adventure.
Adventure.
Yeah, adventure.
Ah, I can't.
Once again, how are we getting there?
I can't wait to see the title of this one in my quest journal. I'm assuming it's going to be The Quest for a Good Night's Sleep.
So
The quest for the daymare.
So, as you guys like step outside to go off on an adventure, it is pissing rain outside, and there's a thunder strike about every 5 or 6 minutes. It's also pretty fucking windy. There is a hell of a storm going on.
Ah,
Pretty normal
Well,
for this time of year.
Well, let's get going.
so you want to just start walking through this shit? We're not
Can-
gonna
can we
bring it.
go-
We're not gonna get anything like ponchos or stuff to take shelter from the rain. We're just gonna fucking go.
Can we get the map, sir?
Oh, I'm looking at the map.
Well, William, see, for me, the alternative is fighting a fucking triceratops.
William, you're looking at this all wrong. Think of it as a free shower.
And laundry.
Exactly. Washing my clothes while I'm wearing my clothes.
We only have to
So-
make it 2 miles.
What?
2 squares.
Texas.
How do you?
Hex.
To get out of the rain. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I would assume there's probably not a train stop in the red mine.
No.
Yeah, I'll tell you how we're getting there. We are walking.
I
for no
believe
car.
Noah's. I was about to say, I believe Noah's idea is we walk the 2 miles to one of the gates in the red mines, and then hoof the rest of it through the red mines. So we're not getting drenched.
I'm gonna just toss my blanket, my shoulders, like a cloak pin.
Okay, so the rules are a little
April-
different because of the weather. You don't have to worry about getting overheated because torrential downpour. It's really slow going. So the mud is like up to your knees in some places, and there's just like a constant wind and rain just kind of biting at your face. You can move at a normal pace, no problem, but you're still making checks, like we would normally. Just instead of against heat, it's against like the exhausting nature of fighting just this downpour every step of the way. But if you go slow, you don't have to make the checks. You just have to be out in the fucking rain for like a couple hours.
I'm fine with going slow for this.
Yeah, I'd rather not be making con checks.
Okie doke. You guys spend 4
Yeah.
hours getting to the red mines. As you approach the gates, you find a small group of Slomat tribesmen who kind of like just make camp around the gate. They kind of see it as like their sacred duty to stand watch, especially at the border of the red mines, in case any kind of vicious creatures try to cross over and harm the tribesmen. They're dressed in ceremonial garb, and they stand pretty much unmoving outside the gate. There's about like 20 to 30 of them. And they greet you. A couple of them greet you as you approach. Like, hello, brothers.
Oh, brothers. And as of course, as is required to show who I am, not be hiding anything, Arcturus steps forward and pushes his hood down to reveal a clean and totally tentacle-free face. Seek entry into the red mines.
We do not prevent those who seek to leave the tribe lands, only those who wish to enter. Please.
Absolutely.
You are free to enter the land of the Mind Speakers.
May your blade find blood.
I sincerely hope it doesn't, to be honest.
Are they are they for ID? Left mine.
Only on the way back.
Shit. All right. Well, we got time.
I'm for what?
Time to craft a fake ID.
Okay. So as you enter into the red mines, you find an equally large force of Thrycreen on the other side of the gate. And you are immediately attacked psychically. Go ahead. If you want to, you don't have to. You can choose to fail this check. But you can feel that something is trying to tap into your minds, like you're being swallowed by like this huge wave of psychic energy.
Yeah, I think.
Can I roll
Um,
int on Thrycreens? Like what I know about them?
Yeah,
What is that?
it's int.
We've
Uh,
lived next to them all. I mean, I've lived next to them all my life. I know who they are.
So, is this an intelligence save to resist?
Yes, it's an intelligence saving throw.
I just want to know what I know about Thrycreen.
Oh,
You know that Thrycreen are intelligent insectoid creatures. They're not humanoids. They're monstrosities. You also know that they speak telepathically. They don't have a verbal language, so they only speak telepathically to people. And they are ruled by an entity known as Ta'akap, the Thry Queen.
Well, then I let it in.
You let it in? Okay, cool.
I let them in, and I immediately greet them because they're our brothers in arms. They are great warriors, much the same as us Orcan kind.
Awesome.
Greetings, brother.
Considering Will's thesis is on the peoples of Bastion, I'm assuming he would know what the Thrycreen are about, so I'm gonna fail the save.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
My brothers of the blade.
Daphne is completely new to the city, and even in all her travels in the Emerald Isle, she has never encountered.
No, these even to the city, the Thrycreen are a very alien presence. So like,
So she can feel that something trying to enter her mind, and she just instinctively tries to block it out.
okay, you successfully do so. Aberforth, unfortunately, your resistance is futile. In your struggle, you take 6 psychic damage, and you are forcefully inducted into the Thrycreen hive mind. Everybody who has failed the saving throw, either willfully or unsuccessfully saving, has the ability to speak telepathically to creatures within 30 feet of it as long as you remain in the district.
Nice.
And is that bidirectional, even if it's with someone who has not entered the hive mind?
No.
Okay.
Like, they can talk to your head, but you can't talk to them.
I was about to say, man, I cannot wait for, like, we've been traveling for days, and Daphne's like, why the fuck are you guys so quiet? I'm like, oh, can you not hear that?
The Thrycreen greet you, and like the boss Thrycreen, he's got like spiky chitinous armor all over him. He looks like he looks almost like twice the size of a typical Thrycreen, which is already rather huge. Mostly due to just the massive amount of chitinous plates that he's lashed to his body. And he approaches you. He's got like this big ass spear, and he speaks to you telepathically, and he says, "This one welcomes the travelers."
Greetings, Blade Brother. And Arcturus unlashes his great axe from his back and holds it forward in one hand, and then sort of doesn't bow across it, but inclines himself across it just a little bit. It is good to be amongst our allies once again. There's a very formal relationship between us after we saved the world from the baddies.
Yeah, the Thrycreen and the Slowmat like each other, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're best friends. It's just like you described it. They respect each other as warriors. It doesn't really go much farther than that. Especially since the Thrycreen they're not really used to getting along with other peoples, because they mostly just know the hive and not much else. You're either in the hive or you're an enemy. And for the Slowmat, they're all like individualist societies, just like a bunch of roaming tribes all over the place. So they're like within their own district, they're not unified. So they're, as a collective, definitely not going to make the best of friends with the Thrycreen. The Thrycreen stands up to his full height after stooping down to greet you, and he's like 7.5, almost 8 feet tall, and he says psychically to you, "This one is a guarder of gates." And as the thought guarder of gates enters your mind, you also hear him like click with his mandibles and stuff. It sounds similar to like tick-tack. And he puts the image in your mind of all the Thrycreen just like drawing their weapons, and like they don't actually do it, but like you get the image of it in your minds of the Thrycreen drawing their weapons and getting ready to beat your ass. And he says, "I trust that you're not here for trouble."
This one is Arcturus Riptusk. We are here on a mission, but this mission is not to draw blood of any of your kind.
Says,
Staring at each
you hear at least the Thrycrane's half of the conversation.
You hear Arcturus say Arcturus Riptusk, but he doesn't actually speak any of the other words.
The Thrycrane looks at you and he goes, "Are you with the others?" And he puts an image in your mind of this rather large camp, and it looks almost like a military style camp. Arcturus is pretty familiar with how these look. And in the camp is several men with like a cerulean sash across their armor. And another image enters your mind, and it's an image of Hazakal sitting comfortably in his chair in the camp. He's like just kind of chilling, eating like fruits and stuff, while all these mercenaries or whatever are scrambling around looking for something.
Oh,
We know that one, but we are not part of their tribe.
in fact, we're actually kind of at cross purposes here.
Oh, you didn't hear that part, so I can't really actually provide that information. Plus, the last time I heard you talking about that Hazakal fellow, you were on his side and trying to get the item to him.
Listen, you're trying to discern the motivations of a Fae.
Well, that being said, Arcturus says, or thinks or pictures that we are familiar with that one, not with the cerulean claw, but I'm assuming it's cerulean claw, the cerulean slash you described here. But that's me assuming, not Arcturus.
You may or may not have heard of
anyway.
it.
Wait.
But anyway, we are familiar with the.
The cerulean claw is still operating? I thought we destroyed them as the Crimson Fang.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, so that should not be the cerulean claw.
Hey,
It is
Unless they rebuilt in the downtime.
it's been like almost 2 years, year and a half. Plenty of time to rebuild an organization.
We did
Fair
take
enough.
out their upper leadership, but we didn't kill everybody.
It's not like you have the copyright on the name either.
You mean to tell me two separate groups came up with such unique name as Cerulean Claw on their own?
No, but a couple
they're-
members could decide that now they're in charge of the Cerulean Claw.
Sort of a cerulean claw of Theseus.
Yeah. Year and a half is
Yeah.
plenty. I think the Woad Warriors made it quite evident that a year and a half is plenty of time to build a mercenary company.
Yes. Anyway, regardless, we are not familiar with those cerulean ones, other than that I believe they may be the cerulean claw. The one that sits in their midst, I am at odds with that one.
He tells you, your troubles are not our troubles. You are welcome as long as no Kreen blood is spilt.
Of my word.
And he moves out of the way. And Garter of Gates moves out of the way. Kind of
This one
motions
is
for you
great.
guys to pass through, yeah.
May your watch be peaceful. And if needed, may your blade strike true.
And you, new friend.
And yeah, Arcturus thanks to the rest of them. All right, we're in. Let's go, guys.
Daphne.
And we just walk off, I'm assuming.
So you enter the Red Mines. The Red Mines they look like a city that's just been bombed out. Like it just looks like a freaking nuke hit the place. There are shattered remnants of buildings all over the place, and about every 6 or 7 blocks or so, there is a massive pillar of earth that's been erected. That looks like a very large chimney. It goes up about 3 stories. And narrows as it goes up.
Like termite mounds?
Yeah, like termite mounds. And as you approach, as you walk near these mounds, you feel like an intense heat coming off of them. And it's pretty much devoid of plant life. It looks like every tree that you walk near has been picked clean of branches for the most part, and you don't really find any shrubs or anything. Like the Thrycreen have just kind of scoured the place and destroyed all vegetation that they came across. Almost like a plague of locusts went through. Occasionally, you will find a house or a building that's much more intact than the others, and you will see either posted like on a pike or something, the head of a like a lizard or a large insect, or sometimes you will find like a indiscernible rune kind of crudely painted on the front door.
Okay.
You also don't see a whole lot of foot traffic up here. It is almost a liminal space with how unpopulated the above ground is.
Like a dead mall.
It's a lot like you're in a city that's just been bombed out. Like there is just wrecked buildings and nobody left alive.
Arcturus thinks to the rest of them, do you all think we should descend or stay above ground at this time?
The place we're looking for would have been above ground.
You
You
can't hear that.
She can hear it if you're talking to her. She just can't speak back.
Yeah, I can't speak back telepathically. But I can speak back with my voice.
Also, any of the buildings we find around here are not going to be the ones we need.
The buildings that don't have the grim warnings or whatever the hell they are posted out in front of them look like they've all been picked clean and mostly demolished. And you can actually see like remnants of some buildings kind of used to make these chimney pillars.
Well, what I'm getting at is the collector's building we're looking for was in the red district, which is near the ghost block. We are on the other end. So any of the buildings we check here are most certainly not going to be the ones we're looking for.
Yeah,
we still have a lot of travel.
Here, yeah. Do we intend to travel below or above ground, though? There are unique dangers to both, I assume.
I'm not climbing down a weird bug hole. Like
that was the name of my high school band.
I'm sorry. Like I'm trying to be game for adventure, but I got to put my hoof down somewhere.
Daphne, think about it this way. How likely are you to run into a Triceratops below ground?
Still.
We must find some way to communicate with the denizens here. Sooner or later, I have, from this point, I have no idea where to go. Other than a vague northerly direction.
Oh, don't worry, I've got you covered. And then Will pulls out, like, reaches into his pack and pulls out a fairly detailed map. See, we want to go up here, and he points off to, like, where the ghost block is roughly sketched. And then just, like, the surrounding area, he's just kind of like, yeah, no, it's any of this area here should be what we're looking for.
Great, that narrows it down to only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 square miles.
Better than checking every building in the district.
Oh, you're absolutely correct. But, I mean, within that 5 or 6 square mile area, that is a lot of terrain to cover.
Oh, William, how did you get all of those little hexagons so regular?
Years of practice.
By the way, so Arcturus doesn't know, I mean, he's familiar with the Thrycreen in as much as they are staunch allies, if not great friends. But so I ask Ashwin, since you've been here a few times doing odd jobs for the Thrycreen, do you know anything about these strange symbols, these runes painted on these doors, or these otherwise standing buildings that have a gruesome indicator not to enter? What does that mean?
I don't. It's been years since I've been to the Thrycreen, and they kind of led me around, kind of like a sheep.
You can give me a streetwise check, and if they were leading you around, they definitely would have mentioned it. You can give me like a history or a streetwise check if you want.
Nailed it.
You weren't
No, I
listening.
didn't pay attention to that.
You weren't listening, unfortunately.
No, I don't remember.
Here you go. And you guys would be
I remember there were more humans last time we were here, though. There's nothing here anymore.
how long ago was it?
How long? I was just about to ask that same question, but
How old is Ashwin?
A couple of years ago.
Zach, is there any way that we can rotate this? Because it is
Uh,
a little sideways.
I'm aware it is sideways. I don't think I have a way to rotate it. Can I rotate this?
Just rotate your computer screen.
Yeah, just rotate the computer. 5 head.
Brilliant.
Oops.
So
Nope, I don't really have a way to rotate it. It's weird.
Like getting taco neck syndrome, but without the benefit of the tacos.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a hard pass from me, dog.
Zoom. Nope. Don't really have a way to rotate it. That sucks.
Maybe next time.
Oh well. I'll make a not rotated. I'll make a rotated the right way version for you guys later.
That sounds great.
All right.
Well, let's head north.
I will mention the weather is starkly different than the other side of the gate. Like as you pass through the gate, you look up and you can't even see the storm clouds above the slow mat lands. Like if it worked the way your brain thinks it should work, you should still be able to see the storm clouds. But as you look towards the horizon over the wall, you see just clear skies with like the occasional white cloud.
Nothing.
And as it occurs to you, you also recall seeing nothing but storm clouds as far as the sky goes on the other side of the gate.
fucking weird.
So Aberforth's just walking around looking like a drowned rat next to all the bug people who are perfectly dry.
Yep.
Daphne, have you ever been outside the tribe-lands?
Of course.
Doesn't it operate the same way at any of the other gates?
Well, I never crossed one of the walls while it was raining before.
Oh, fair point then. Yeah, there's basically an invisible wall that stretches from the ground to the sky. As I understand it.
That is correct.
Should you ever be lucky enough to find a flying carpet, don't try to cross the walls. would probably hurt. I mean, so I've heard.
Poor Gark.
See,
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
thing about Bastion I don't think I'll ever understand. And honestly, what harm could come from people going where they want?
This one doesn't have a grid, so you have to click and drag. I just imported this. I haven't had time to actually set up the grid. So, where you guys gonna go? You can go at the regular travel pace of, I believe, normal walking rules. We're not in the tribe lands where it is a fucking hell to go anywhere. I believe it's only like 20 minutes a mile walking at a regular pace.
Let's just go here, this place. One
Also,
sandwich.
every time you guys take a step, somebody needs to roll me a d6.
Taking a step.
We just took 20 minutes of steps. We just walked all the way across this district here.
Uh-oh.
Fun.
Let me pull up travel here. Nice. One is, you want to roll ones.
Nice.
A triceratops appears in our way.
I'm just pulling up travel here real quick to see how long it takes you guys to go from one place
It'd be
to
really
another.
funny if that actually happened, because remember, Daphne said she'd kill one, so she has to get the killing blow.
The way the tribesmen see it, as long as you're helping a hunt, you get credit for the hunt. They don't really do last hits. Okay, here we go.
Killer.
Ooh, you guys can go 3 miles in an hour. So you've only been going for about 20 minutes.
I mean, I know the place is picked over pretty dang clean. I do try to keep my eye open for anything that looks like.
So if you're gonna poke around as you're walking, you are gonna need to make a slow pace, which is 2 miles an hour. So you guys have been going for about half an hour.
What do you all think? Should we move at a slow pace or a faster pace?
Probably keep an eye out for that guy.
Azakal.
Yeah.
You also get to move with a stealth. Like if you want to make stealth checks as you move, going slow lets you use stealth checks.
I want to warn him we're here.
Why? I thought we were going here just so we could try to find the book for him. What? Why are we here? If we don't want him to know.
Well,
We're here because me, Arcturus, and Year have been having the same nightmare for 3 days now. And
has Year actually told us about it, by the way?
Told William.
Noah?
yeah, he told me about it.
Cleric? I'm paying your health insurance.
We went to a shaman. He said, dreams are a way of the spirits telling you something is wrong." And so we figured, well, we sold a bunch of stuff to the Rakshasa, and then we started getting killed in a dream by the devil whose temple we were in, whose sword Arcturus took, and that guy was now looking for the manuscript of the damned. So we figured on a hunch, hey, maybe if we get the manuscript of the damned, the nightmares will stop and I can fucking sleep.
Okay, so first of all, I'm paying for your health insurance to go see clerics when you need it as my employees, and instead you go to some dude who says he talks to dead people when he just sits there high all day, and then you start besmirching our benefactor's good name because you had some scary dreams about the sword Arcturus found?
Whoa. I didn't say anything about besmirching our benefactor's name. I'm just going off of he's looking for the book. Maybe if we find the book, hey, maybe the dreams will stop. Look, I've gotten like 2 hours of sleep over these last 3 days. You're lucky I'm able to speak properly.
Now, Abe, listen. I know how you feel about this, but consider this. This is an employee-initiated, fully cooperative, mandatory training exercise.
You do raise a fair point. All right, I'm for it. We can decide what to do with the book later. Maybe if Ashwin's really good, instead of the book, we'll give that man a knife.
See? Compromises.
All right,
So
where
I
you guys
assume,
going
yes, we're
next?
going slow and being sneaky. So hopefully word doesn't spread to the group or the Rakshasa.
Ooh. All right, group stealth check. Who's leading?
Well, I led.
Like that?
Uh,
Or we
Are
can
we
just go.
all rolling stealth checks?
Yep,
Or
group stealth.
Group stealth.
hit myself with the guidance first.
I don't like guidance for long-term spells or long-term checks. This is like you guys moving sneaky for like half an hour.
thanks for helping with that,
That's
year.
fine.
I was feeling a little out there. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
natural 20. Oh,
you-
thanks for showing some solidarity there, year.
That's
Uh,
sleight of
You
hand.
could chant very
it's the
loudly.
same bonus.
Daphne, you could chant very loudly that you're trying to be stealthy and implore the gods to assist you every 6 seconds.
Yeah, that too. Let's see here. Yep, I like those checks. You guys are moving pretty sneaky.
Cool.
You definitely more than make up for William and. I mean, year isn't even really doing that bad a job. Just you guys are all doing really good jobs. And you more than make up for William's incompetence.
Will is managing to find literally every rock to trip over.
All right, so you guys are moving at a pace of about 1 mile every 30 minutes. You've gone 1 mile. You're sneaking. Roll a d6, somebody.
Not me.
You're good. You're still sneaking.
Great.
Okay, you guys get there. And nothing bad happens. Great. I mean, they aren't necessarily bad, just I'd have to roll on the random encounter table. All right. As you guys enter that hex, lower this. We don't need this map at all, really. And let's put you guys on here.
Yay, another map!
Yay, a map. Ooh. Nope. And then share record. Ta-da! You guys are picking through these ruined buildings, going sneaky and quiet, when you hear a familiar cackling noise coming from beyond one of the buildings.
The boy.
Crystal Cone. I think that might be the fiend guy.
Oh, my bad.
And you guys can go ahead and get in whatever order you want to be in, as long as you all stay within like 5 feet of each other.
Oh, real quick.
Also,
Number
These-
3.
these temp hit points shouldn't be here.
I got over it. Yeah, stick with
Yeah, I know. I'm just letting you know. Cloak
Do
of Vines,
10 hit points disappear on arrest?
typically they do. That was him playing with Cloak of Vines, which expires after a minute.
Ah. Because I was looking for this the other day on the other table that I'm at, and
No,
could not find whether they'd expire on arrest or not.
temp hit points typically don't expire in pretty much until they say they do. Most effects will say like until like your next long rest or whatever. Some tables will house rule that temp hit points expire at the end of a rest. But it's just it's exactly what they say they are. They are temporary hit points in that your HP has been overfilled and you just can't be normal healed back up to that amount. So there's really no reason for it to disappear unless it's granted by some artificial effect like a shield that itself has hit points, like Cloak of Vines is. So did we roll initiatives?
Not yet.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
See, I'm definitely not breaking double digits today.
So aside from like the odd like bird cry or like a large lizard or insect kind of groaning off in the distance, you haven't really heard anything up top. Again, it's been like a very eerie, desolate, liminal space. But now you're hearing the sounds of small voices kind of arguing with each other, and at least the cackle of one gnoll. Coming from somewhere to the south.
I don't like that gnolls are here.
Yeah, no shit.
Just count
Can you
yourselves
please
lucky
be
that Year
quiet,
is still
Daphne?
here.
Year, you
Come
get
on,
to go
talk with
first.
the rest.
Oh, cool. From my turn, William, you gain I believe 9 temp hit points, and you get to pick someone else to also get 9 temp hit points.
We're gonna give it to Mr. Bristlecone.
Hooray!
Cool. That's me.
Alrighty. These guys are making some stupid noises. Arcturus. You hear the sound of like something large being picked up and then like dropped. A big loud rustling, like the grunting of several creatures, and then just like a dusty thud as something hits the dry, shitty dirt.
Do you think we should go check this out, everybody?
Fuck no.
What's this door to my north?
It is a door. It doesn't have like a rune and it doesn't have like a warning sign or anything on it. It's also barely on the hinges. It's
Door to a large building, though. All I see is a black box.
It's like a house. The house, like the roof is missing. All you really have is like the front wall and the front door, which is like closed in air quotes, but like it's moving slightly in the breeze.
Well, we can go around this house to the back side and try to avoid the gnolls. All in favor?
Hi.
Wait.
Aye. To the south?
Wait. Okay. Out of character. What is Arcturus suggesting?
He's running north.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going north around this building.
Yeah,
You guys
let's
are
do that.
pussyfooting it.
Aberforth, what are you doing?
We are following Arcturus. Eh. 7. We will dash.
You can actually, you
Double
didn't take
dash.
6 moves to get there.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
You can diagonals allow you can move diagonal and it only counts as 1 move.
And we're
I will.
we're non-Euclidean in this
I will.
bitch.
I will still stick with that.
Aberforth is strolling.
I do brandish my weapon just in case.
Yeah. Oh, you guys do have to move half speed to remain stealthing.
Yes, I dashed at stealth.
Yeah. Just letting everyone know. If you move full speed, you make noise. People are going to hear you.
Well, then I guess I'll.
Did you want me to roll stealth, by the way? I forgot to do that.
No, I'm not going to make you guys re-roll stealth until it's needed. Do do do
Mhm.
do. You still hear tiny voices rooting around in the rubble. Ashwin, what are you doing?
Going with the flow.
Oh, the hatred of Knowles isn't that strong.
Well, can't ruin a good thing. No one's dead.
I mean, one guy's dead. William, what are you doing?
Would I be able to cast something without alerting them?
Depends on what you're casting.
Trying to cast Mage.
Shatter, probably not.
No, absolutely not. No, we'll learn that lesson. No, I want to cast Mage Armor.
Mage Armor have a verbal component?
Yes, it does.
Then probably not, because to cast a spell with a verbal component, you pretty much have to shout the words.
Gotcha.
You're using your voice to vibrate the strands of the weave. You have to be pretty. You have to go from the diaphragm to achieve that.
Well, that's me then.
Alrighty.
What if he did that, but I held my hand over his mouth the whole time?
Then he would not be able
I've
to
got a
provide
big
the.
hand.
He wouldn't be able to provide the verbal component. Daphne, it's
I mean,
your
you
turn.
can talk into somebody's hand.
Yeah.
It, it,
And the
it's
weave
about
ain't
the-
gonna hear shit when you do that.
it is about the actual volume, not just making the mouth movement.
Yeah. It is the physical effect the sound waves of your voice have on the fabric of magic around you. There's-
Fascinating.
People, I see this mistake that a lot of people make in their world building, where they have to like have magic prisons in like regular towns in case someone's a wizard. And I'm like, no, you knuckle fuck. You just need to gag them and tie their hands together, like most people you don't want doing stuff. Because if a
The
wizard,
alternative, of course, is
yeah,
Go ahead.
because if you put the dude in hand blocks, like you don't need to like keep his hands from being able to move. You just have to put him in like regular old handcuffs, and then like stuff a rag in his mouth or some shit. That's about all you got to do. You don't even need to like make it impossible for him to talk. You just need to make it impossible for him to speak clearly. And as long as he can't, because it's not just like little hand movements. It's not like wiggling your fingers. You got to like gesticulate wildly to perform somatic components. So like you tie a wizard's hands together and you put like a rope in his mouth. He ain't casting any spells unless he has something that has 0 components.
Oh, put a couple of cotton
And
balls
see,
in
that's
there.
the nice way of doing that, because sometimes some of the places I've heard of, they take those wizards and cut their tongues out and their hands off.
Finally,
Blinding them's
free
also a good way
wizard.
to do that. A lot of effects need you to be able to see where you're casting. You can blind them somehow. One of my go-tos for disabling teleporters is just you put them in a blindfold because you can't teleport somewhere you can't see.
For Misty Step.
Dimension door.
Who just
In
went?
any case,
Dimension door, thank you.
Daphne
in any
just went?
case, I just went.
Okay.
I was waiting for you to finish.
All right. Daphne just moves up there. That makes it Year's turn. I just figured out what was wrong.
Something was wrong.
Yeah, it's fine. Year, what are you doing? Year?
Taking a year
What
to
do-
decide, am I right?
What are you
Hey.
doing, Year?
Punching up stuff.
All right. Goals. Let's see here. Noli. Ooh, your lucky Knolls are really shit at everything.
Except bows. They're
Yep.
good at bows.
They're also good at ganging up on people who cast shatter.
I mean, even then, they're not that good at bows, but give a monkey a typewriter, he'll recreate the works of Shakespeare.
Yep.
Eventually.
Oh, you know what? I gotta fix something really quick here.
You give 1,000 gnolls 1,000 bows, and we're eventually going to die.
Yep. That is how that works. the way I do this map like today, so I have to like fix a few little errors. There we go. 2, 5, 6, 5, 6. You guys are just poking around the ruins. What's Arcturus doing?
Just poking around the ruins.
You're inside like just a ruined building. You've walked past several dozen of these at this point.
I'm sneaking through this one so that I am not totally out in the open, and I didn't have to go through that creaky door in the front.
Nice.
And yeah, I sneak dash my way along, and I kind of hug the wall, and I keep my eye out, looking through these holes in the walls to see if there's anything that I might want to pay attention to out there.
Good idea. Aberforth, what are you doing?
We are keeping pace with Arcturus because last time splitting up led to bad times.
Ta-da. Oh, looks like it's not in here, so let's go 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. William. You're kind of sneaking. You're hiding behind a bush. A kobold walks into the middle of the road path, whatever this is, and doesn't really look in your direction. So he's just kind of looking like he's heading straight for this house across the way here. Every so often he does like stop and like bark orders in kobold to some folks behind him.
Guys, looks like there's a scout on the road. And then William is going to
Wait his turn.
There we go.
Three, 4, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Ashwin, it's your turn.
I think William moved a little prematurely.
Yeah, he did. Back there.
Oh no, bring up the rear.
My bad.
Go, go, go. I like our entrance to this and wave everyone in.
All right. Now it's William's turn.
Good.
All right. After William is Daphne.
So this one scout that poked out.
Who's beeping?
Sorry, smoke alarm's going off in the kitchen.
Ah.
Not
Probably.
really- someone's in there taking care of it. It's fine.
We sure hope so.
A smoke alarm is not a timer.
I set my smoke alarm off at least once a week. My stove sucks.
Yeah, it's
I have to turn the overhead fan on my oven on if I'm making anything in my air fryer for more than 20 minutes or the smoke alarm goes off.
Yeah, it's like right above the stove too. So like,
Sounds like someone needs to clean their air fryer.
I do. I clean it after every use.
He uses he uses grease and paper shavings.
anyway, so this one kobold that's poked his head out. It seems like he's the only one who's got eyesight on us right now.
He's not even looking at you right now. He's marching straight ahead towards this building across the way here.
Okay. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to use my channel division. I forget what the ability is called, but it's the one where I conjure an illusion of greatest desire.
That's what it's called, his greatest desire.
Greatest desire. Okay, I'm going to pop it down.
Where's it going?
Right there.
Where's there? I don't see where you put it.
Oh, I drew a little dot.
I see no
Actually,
dot. Oh, I see it.
oh,
I see it now.
oh wait. Actually, now that I thought about this, maybe I should put it farther away.
Yeah. You can put it next to one of these shrubs that's technically not supposed to be there because the thrycreen have eaten them all.
There's like those shrubs are there. I made this map. There is like the odd
Yes.
spot of greenery. Just there's no lawns. There's no trees.
I can't see this because it's out of line of sight, but let's put it. No,
Well,
in line
yeah,
of sight.
you need
Yeah.
line of sight.
Shit. Let's put it. I could put it there. Just give him a little distraction. And
Ah,
yeah, I don't have it coded, but he's gonna have to make a wisdom saving throw.
let's see what he gets. Three.
So what happens?
Nothing until his turn.
With that done, use my move. There.
All right, Year, it's your turn.
Hello.
Hello.
I'll end there, I think. I'll
Alrighty.
check this door. Is it locked?
Nope. It's barely on the hinge.
Poke my head in.
Alrighty. Here are the gnolls. Ooh. That's weird. But I'm a stupid gnoll, I don't care. Arcturus. What are you doing?
We're still trying to head off to the east, right? Arcturus says that as he heads off to the east.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I get to right here dash sneaking. Is that rough terrain? Can I get over that?
That is difficult terrain, yes. It's going to cost you 3 feet of movement to move 1 foot over that, sneaking.
Yeah, well, I got over it, but I can't get back.
All right. Looks like these kobolds might spot you.
I mean,
Aberforth, it's your turn.
All right. It looks like you
run
might
sneaking is not the best thing to do.
No, it is not.
We will. Doop, 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 doop.
But Arcturus had no idea they were in the alley.
Nope.
Nobody said they were in the alley.
Be kind of loud to do so.
Well, not even psychically.
See, that's the fun part. You guys can all talk psychically to each other. Well, except for
I
Daphne.
mean, Will did say that there was a scout coming down the road.
And Aberforth will use his bonus action, Rabbit Hop over the terrain to next.
Awesome. All right. One person the kobolds might have missed. 2 people clambering over a heap of junk. Probably not. This guy is going to spend his turn because he spies his heart's desire over here. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. And he happily jumps on top of the shimmering mist that Daphne has conjured. before falling flat on his face onto the dirt. He is very upset.
Got him.
These kobolds saw him running off that way gleefully. They look at him, and then they look over here. They see Arcturus and the rabbit, and they start shouting. I have a ranged attack. They don't have
Well,
ranged
that's rude.
attacks. They do not have ranged attacks. All right, so they're going to start sprinting after you guys. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as these kobolds start running at you guys, they're pulling like nets and spears off their belts. Oops. Ashwin, it's your turn. You hear kobolds shouting.
Is the cover blown?
Like it, yeah.
Try to be friendly.
Well,
There's a lot resting on that might.
That might's doing a lot of work.
time to be sneaky's over. We're gonna army run right through the ruins now. And I don't think I can get over the rubble.
After Ashwin is William.
So yeah, cover's been blown. So Will pulls out his makeshift his makeshift like holy object, and just like I've this is only like the second time I've done this. Ancestors, please grant me protection. And then the holy, like, the object starts to glow, and then Will gets draped in what looks like ethereal scale mail.
Ooh.
He did learn
Probably
mage
better than
armor.
getting draped in an ethereal condom.
Gross.
Yes, I did grab mage armor.
Nice.
And I believe that sets my AC to 13 plus my dex.
That's giving him the highest AC in the game, and now he is the frontliner.
I mean, he throws a shield spell on top of that. You're not wrong.
Yeah, that's the plan. Because that sets my AC to 15.
Higher than
Nice.
mine.
Yeah, and then
Ah.
a shield spell will put it to 20.
After William, if he's not moving, is Daphne.
He is gonna move.
Right? Daphne can still figure out her turn while you move.
Right
Okay.
there, I'm good.
Range. Oh. Okay. Daphne is going.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, this is a buff.
Oh, I know what it is.
Daphne is going to take a mighty swig for ceremonial wineskin and just just like whale spit it into a cloud
Aw.
that just drifts over them.
Daphne still doesn't use the mug he got you.
Yeah, I know. I'm so sad.
Oh, what? I thought it's not a holy symbol.
No.
Oh no, the mug isn't. No.
Um,
But the mug is for when we're done adventuring.
yes.
True.
No, the wineskin is her actual holy symbol. She needs it to cast spells.
Are you an adherent to the god Dionysus?
Pretty much.
Yeah, no,
Because I fucking love it.
she's a cleric of Ars Puella, the goddess of parties, revelry.
Nice.
So she's going to bless everyone.
Thank you for describing possibly the most disgusting use of bless I've ever seen.
Well, like normally she just like splashes it on people, but they're so damn far away.
You gotta spit it at him like a Vegas fountain.
There we go.
Ugh. Is it at least sugar free? I don't want to have to clean this off later.
It's
It's
wine.
sugar added.
Yeah.
You don't want to have to clean this off? I have fur.
It's actually just dyed sugar water.
It's pretty much old Kool-Aid. Like it's.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Her holy wineskin is filled with a fucking what is it? A wine cooler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Kool-Aid Knave! Oh yay!
Oh, that's 30 feet. Nasty sneeze.
So that's gonna be her turn.
All
Oh,
right.
God blessed.
So Daphne is here. Spells be getting cast.
Bless you.
Ah, perfect. It's your turn for some temp hit points.
My goodness.
That's me.
Arcturus is just getting fucking swole. The Knolls.
I'm so buff right now.
We learned from the last time they're gonna focus on you, bad guy.
You guys can hear the Knolls. They're starting to like cackle and bark and shit.
I mean, that sounds pretty rough. Cackling and barking and shitting.
I mean, they're Knolls. They do just kind of do it as they walk. Arcturus, it's your turn.
checks out.
All right. Well, I brandish my my great axe in both hands,
Ooh.
and I throw back the hood of my cloak, and I rush toward the closest, the center kobold.
Oh, you don't really have to do that.
In case no one else can
And-
see him, I will say Knowles to the north.
And right here, I can't see the gnolls to the north. I didn't know they're up there. I'm just looking at the kobolds rushing up at us. And right here, I leap into the air. So about 15 feet away from this guy, 10 feet away from this guy, yeah. And I just clear the distance, landing directly in front of him with my axe overhead. And as I land, I bring it down, smashing it right onto the place where the kobold is standing, hopefully with some effect here. Oh yeah, I'm screaming as I do this. As I just, I start to bulk and bristle even more.
Now the real question is did he pick up terrifying display?
Ooh, that would have been great. Still one of my favorite feats that I've written.
There was a feat like that in Pathfinder that was it was exactly the same thing. You roll, like, you hit someone and then you roll an intimidate check, and it was I had a dude who on that check the lowest I could roll was a 30.
Pathfinder's stupid.
Yeah, Pathfinder, the numbers start getting real stupid real quick.
That was a problem 4th edition had. Arcturus.
I'm just noticing that I can't actually see the target icon any longer, so I had to pull up the combat tracker to see if I was still targeting the right dude. And I am.
Oh, that is weird. Oh, if you hover over yourself, it should show it. I don't know why it doesn't show it in melee. That hits.
I was hovering over myself with nothing to show for it.
Yeah, I'm not getting it either. Oh, I'm kind of getting it now. I don't know why it's on the bottom layer under the tokens. Glitch.
Getting a hint of targeting.
I don't. That's supposed to have 2 extra damage because I am raging and it's not giving me the extra damage effect. So anyway,
that's because you only activated Spirit Totem Bear, not your actual rage.
I definitely clicked my rage effect.
You click rage the name. What I'm seeing. I'm not seeing the rage effect. You didn't apply the rage effect to yourself. That's what happened. But yeah, I'll put 2 more damage on him.
Sounds good. And then I'll go ahead and apply that to myself here.
Make sure you're not targeting the kobolds who next to the dent. They make the kobold raged. There you go. That's right. After Arcturus is Aberforth. Mr. Bristlecombe.
I think Aberforth is going to seek battle himself.
Ooh.
And in this case, that means that he is going to... Is that an actual wall above the rubble in
That is
front?
a dilapidated fence. If you can see through it, it's a fence. If you can't, it's a wall.
I think... Can I shoot through it?
The fence, yes. The wall, no.
Okay.
Fence really only provides cover if you're right up next to it. Otherwise, it's pretty easy to shoot over it and hit other targets.
Since I can see that the gnolls are pretty far away, Aberforth is actually going to shoot at the further back kobold. Target him, maybe. If I hit the right button. There we go. Here, have an arrow.
Why does
that
Aberforth
hits.
still have? Why does Aberforth have 10 damage on him?
He resisted the psychic thing, and I don't think he had enough hit die to heal all the way.
Yes, Aberforth is not that great at taking care of himself between adventures. Ta-da!
Oof.
That is Aberforth's turn.
All right. After Aberforth are the kobolds. Hello, kobolds. This guy's pissed. That was definitely not his sexy kobold girlfriend. He's running into battle. All right. Let's see what we do. Double checking what this guy does. This is a Colville creation, so it's way overwritten. So
3-page list of features. The bottom 3 lines have what you're looking for.
yeah, for a CR quarter monster.
Actually, it's one of the middle 2 lines, but I'm not going to tell you which ones.
All right, so this guy's going to try and catch you in the net.
Ah, yes. A ranged attack.
He can do it in melee.
I thought nets were ranged. They're thrown.
They can be thrown, but you can also just kind of, because it's got like weighted balls on it, you can just kind of overhead swing it at a dude and catch him in the net.
I also
Well,
imagine
Arcturus has got weighted balls on him right now.
Nice.
I also imagine you can't throw a net very far.
I think a net has a reach of 15 feet is the farthest I can chuck this thing if I want to. Attack Arcturus. 12 misses. That's his turn. Next dude. I'm going to get this net on you. I'm going to net you up. That one will do it. 21.
Yeah, it works.
All right, you take 5 slashing damage because the net is bladed, and you are then restrained within the net. And this guy's a douche. As you're trapped in the net, you smell that it's been soaked in like some kind of lacquer or like maybe an ethanol or something. It's got a very alcohol scent to it. And this kobold just pulls out. It looks like a stick, almost like a road flare, and he just whacks it on the ground, and the thing catches light, and he's going to chuck it on top of you there. Do, do, do. Oh, well, it's not even a thing. It just happens. Okay.
Not a ranged attack?
Nope, I'm just setting the net on fire.
All right. So it's only going to keep me restrained for a round then, right?
Let's see here. Each time I deal damage with the fire, I roll any dice. I just flip a coin pretty much, and then on an odd result, the net burns. So, start of your turn, you're going to take a d6 fire damage.
Okay.
Ashwin, it's your turn.
I'm going to clamber over the rubble here.
How many, by the way, you said I took 5 slashing damage. How many temp hit points did I have here?
5.
Okay, that works. That tracks. Thank you.
You still got 3. I think you rolled a 5. Probably added something on top of that.
Yeah. No, I was making sure that I didn't have more than that, and that my resist damage was taking effect.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that should still apply.
So moving into the difficult terrain is 2 squares. Is moving out of it 2 squares?
No.
I can get to Arcturus then.
Nice.
I free him from said flaming net?
You know what? I'll let you use your action to do that, but you'll take the 1d6 fire damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay. It just happens, and you take 6 fire damage. Oof.
Nice.
You burn your hands on a nice burny thing. On the flaming net. I'm sorry, I'm sick. My descriptions are going to be stupid.
You're good.
Yep, okay, you pull the burning net off of Arcturus. After you is William.
I'm fine.
Oh, you're not restrained anymore, either.
No.
Alrighty, so Will's gonna he's gonna move right there. And once again pull out his holy symbol. It's like, okay, this worked so far. Ancestors, little bit more help here, please. And then just kind of holds it forward. I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Oh no.
Ooh.
And we're gonna put it. Okay, I got plenty. It is going to appear behind the kobold in front of Ashwin.
What's it look like?
It looks like it looks like a roughly made spear.
Okay.
It's not metal, or it's metal-ish, but it's hard to tell what kind of metal it is.
Yeah, it's gonna have like an ethereal, ghostly appearance.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, wherever you want it.
And then that kobold is gonna get stabbed.
Oh, you don't gotta do that. Ooh, that hits.
Minimum damage though.
I mean, that's still a lot of fucking damage to that guy. If that's it for Will.
It is not, as a matter of fact.
Oh, whoops.
Because that kobold is also going to get hit with a firebolt.
How you doing that?
Spiritual weapon's a bonus action.
It's a bonus action to cast.
Spiritual weapon, casting time, 1 bonus action.
Holy hell!
And then as soon as I cast it, it can make an attack, and then for every turn after that, I can burn my bonus action to make it attack again.
Amazing.
Yep.
Spiritual weapon is busted.
It's a great
Yeah.
spell.
It's a good spell. assuming you have nothing else to do with your bonus action.
which most casters don't.
13?
That misses.
Ah, okay. And that's it for Will.
Oh, that's a really good fucking spell. Spiritual weapon's
Yeah.
busted. Daphne, is your turn.
Yeah. Oh, gross. Upcasting it increases the damage it deals by a die.
Yeah, it's a disgusting spell. Holy crap.
I can get up there. That's fine. I get a good view of here. Yeah, Daphne is going to take another swig from wineskin and gonna target. And Ashwin and Arcturus, you hear Daphne's voice just call from the back, just like, "Hey guys, don't worry about this. You got this. Everything's gonna be just fine. Trust me. You know you can trust me, right?" And some little voice in the back is like, "Yeah, no, we can trust her. This is gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine." And she's going to cast Aid on everyone she's targeting.
So that increases our hit point maximum by 5, right?
Yes, current, and maximum. And you're gonna have to do it yourself because the way it's coded is correct.
Done. Thank you.
Yeah, that is gonna be her.
Yeah, we got AIDS.
I have an add-on that lets you code that. I just have to look up the phrasing for it. I think it's like MHP5 or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that it for Daphne?
Yep.
Year. It is your go. I gotta go put eyes on my goblin. She's doing something in the kitchen.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Best of luck.
Your turn.
Count the knives.
My kid has hid so many knives in the couch.
You'll get 5 temp tip points. And that's it for me. Go to the knoll.
I see how it is. No temporary hit points for Daphne. Despite all of the good work I do.
Daphne, let's not lie.
You're
That's
right.
just all of the work you do.
You're right. You need all the temp hit points with all the creatures surrounding you. And oh no, that's just me and Will.
Whoops.
Hey, don't you move me. I'm right where I want to be. Thank you very much.
All right. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Shit.
5, 6.
I said knolls to the north.
5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Knolls, they menace Aberforth. Arcturus, it's your turn.
North of me. Kobolds to the south.
Stuck in the middle with you.
Thank you.
Well, if you didn't do it, I was gonna.
Arcturus attacks. Arcturus hits.
Arcturus splats.
We call this one Arcturus swings for the fences.
Arcturus
Oh, when I
murders a
do,
kobold.
I come swinging in from the side. If this weapon had the sweeping quality, it would definitely have swept on through, which is a wink, nudge, hint on where I'm heading for level 5 Zoot.
That's great.
And I Hulk smash this one, and then I don't see any reason to move anywhere, so I'm just going to go ahead and stay put right here.
Awesome. After Arcturus is Aberforth.
These fools triggered my audacity. I'm
No.
obviously going to swing adventure at the knoll directly in front of me. The fool's right next to me with no other enemies next to me.
Nice.
Does a 23 hit.
23 does.
Woo! Have some damage.
I don't want to have damage.
Oof.
Man
And,
still got it in him.
Why'd you sneak attack?
Rakish Audacity. I'm within
Oh,
5 feet of
okay.
him. No other enemies are within 5 feet of
Oh,
me.
you're that
so
kind
I
of
can-
rogue. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Swashbuckler.
All right. We haven't had to use that yet.
Oh yeah. And then I will bonus action boop him right in the snoot with adventure.
The adventure continues.
It does.
And it hits.
Jesus.
1 second. Let me just
Click the hands until it says offhand
what?
on your character sheet.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we
just-
go. I didn't know that was a thing. Thank you.
Yep.
It's a thing.
Ooh, you murdered it.
No, it still added the 5 for some reason. It shouldn't be on there.
Just let it
'Cause
happen.
It shouldn't be getting my dex mod.
Yeah, it really shouldn't. That's weird. Oh well, he still died.
Okay.
Your Aberforth. He ain't moving. Or my kobolds. So that net thing didn't really work out. So I guess we're just going to try and stab you with our spears. Ow. Right, still resolve. Gotcha.
Yep, steel resolve.
Hit. And we're going to do some damage with that spear.
I had the points. I'm not going to spend them.
Ooh. That was a fair bit of damage.
Yeah, he rolled really good.
He rolled an 8?
He
Or
rolled
enough to make 8?
Yeah, he has 6 plus 2.
I'm
does roll-
impressed.
He does roll a d8.
I actually smile and nod at the little guy and say, "Nice hit."
They're just gonna keep swinging at you with these spears. All three of them are just gonna spear slap you.
Arcturus knocks that one out and he goes, "This one's mine." And he starts carrying him around.
That'll hit.
He has the heart of a warrior.
Bobald to Cobalt.
And one more spear. Ooh, they're all hitting. I'm liking some reckless attack. That's nice. Ashwin, it's your turn.
I'm gonna avenge him. He's getting poked like a pincushion.
Honestly, he looks fine. Arcturus is taking no damage.
Ashwin, if you swing at the one in front of you, remember to give yourself advantage.
Yeah, the game doesn't know this is an ally. It's just a token.
Yeah.
That hits. Aw, he died.
He gets poked.
If that's it for Ashwin, you move, okay? Will, what you do?
So first off, bonus action.
Move that up to
Spear
20
floats
feet
over
attack.
here.
Yeah.
Yep, and that kobold's getting stabbed.
Ooh, that hits.
16.
Oh yeah. These poor kobolds, they're getting slapped around. Holy shit.
Is that the one that actually managed to stab Arcturus pretty good?
They all stabbed Arcturus pretty good.
Oh.
They all stabbed me for a little bit of damage.
Oh, okay. Well, which one was he impressed with?
I mean, they all
This
did.
little one, the first one right here.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the one in
They
front of
all,
him.
I was tickled pink by them all. This is great.
Yeah, they all did pretty much the same amount of damage.
Oh, okay. Well, that one's gonna catch a firebolt.
Arcturus's hide has finally earned enough scars that he can
22?
just ignore new ones. Yeah, that'll hit. Oh, you splattered him.
Yep, that kobold goes up in flames.
Sure do. After Will is Daphne.
Okie doke. Well, I've gotten my buffs down, so time to go offensive.
Yeah, now it's time for the last two monsters.
I am under contract to not prioritize the life of Mr. Bristlecone, so I'm going to focus on this one. Sound of a dolorous bell fills the air. Everyone
No.
knows that the party is.
He has not taken damage. And he fails his save.
Nice. Max damage.
Ouch, that hurt. He didn't like that. Here, it's your turn.
Well, I'll help Mr. Bristlecone.
How nice of you.
And we're gonna have this dude make a wisdom save.
Uh-oh. Yeah, no, he doesn't do that.
Take my vicious mockery.
Oh no, you've wounded me.
Ugh, my pride. Also slightly my body.
He also has disadvantage on his next attack roll. It sucks.
He definitely does.
You want to slap him with that ability?
I don't have it coded.
Okay, I'll try to remember. Hey, it's the Knoll's turn.
Hey.
Hey, Aberforth.
Oh, hey, Zach, remember he has disadvantage on his next
Yeah, he has
Oh,
disadvantage
good
on the
idea.
next
Good
attack.
idea. I'll keep that in mind. I got a spear. I'm gonna use it. Oh, I forgot these guys had longbows.
Yeah, with disadvantage.
Spear ya.
Always going to spare you.
14 will miss. Arcturus, it's your
What
turn.
is he, Goldberg?
He tried. That hits.
So I smile at the kobold and I speak to it and say, "You should be proud, little one. You fight with great honor.
He looks at you.
Join your ancestors.
He looks at you with giant kobold eyes, and he just kind of goes, "Meep."
Join your ancestors with honor and glory."
And that he does.
Splat.
He does indeed join the ancestors. Well, he doesn't, unfortunately. And then Arcturus runs north. Aberforth.
And right.
It's time for this gentleman to answer the call of adventure.
Anything but that. That hits.
Hooray! Oh, yeah. Sneak attack. Hooray!
Uh-oh. That hurt.
Oh, 3 ones.
Ah, a shame. And then bonus action. Adventure!
Imagine doing only 12 damage.
Well, at least I'm consistent.
That hits, yeah.
Okay, so we're just going to do 5.
Good thing you dropped that 10.
Nothing but 1.
More 1.
Nice.
Wow.
After
That is a lot
Aberforth
of one.
is Ashwin.
At least the ones are where they count, right? This is a lot better than Mr. Turtleman was doing.
That's fair. The only time Mr. Turtleman did great was when he went with the murder group.
I feel very bad for these guys.
I mean, you could take out Aberforth for me. That hits.
But I gave him
curious.
food.
I see that this guy, there's a bonus to hit because of the flanked target, but technically, is that a bonus to anybody because there's two people on either side of the creature, or is that a bonus only to those who are doing the flanking?
I think it's bugged.
Yeah, because it's treating it like as if Ashwin's flanking, and he's not.
Yeah.
But the knoll is flanked.
The knoll is flanked. I think their idea of flanked is different than how we do flanked. They're saying he's flanked, so attacks on him have advantage. Which honestly, I'm kind of
to
fine
be
with.
fair, actually
Back
makes
and
sense.
forth between two
Yeah.
people.
I'm fine with that.
It makes sense that it's now back and forth and forthier between among three people. So where do you put your attention?
I'm fine with
Mhm.
that. Yeah, no,
I
you
don't
murder
know.
the shit out of that dude.
I don't know if
This
you
guy jumped
jumped
off.
someone with
That's
two
cool.
friends before, but like having two people to hold someone's arms while you just beat them in the face.
All right,
Pretty
you've murdered
Noah,
the
are
scouting
you-
party.
You talking from experience?
No, never.
So the gnolls and the kobolds all were wearing the blue sash that the Thrycrane mentioned. Also, as you guys kind of collect yourselves after the fight, you do see like small motes of red fire kind of collect on their skin and then just kind of drift quickly up into the sky and disappear.
Well, that's fucking ominous.
Ah, they've joined their ancestors. That is how that works, right, Gear?
That is
That is
not how that works.
that is definitely not correct. Shouldn't see spirits move on like that.
And we'll end it there for today because it's 8:30.
All right.